Hey guys, how's it going? I thought that today I'd talk a little bit about Calum von Moger's bicep tear that he took part in over the weekend. And before I get into it, I just want to say that I actually like Calum von Moger. I think he's one of the only, actually no, he is one of the only bodybuilders that I respect. Just because I think that sport is just so, you know, not only is it a freak show of, you know, who can take the most drugs and abuse their bodies the most, but it's also kind of like, it's not aesthetic anymore. Excuse me. And I think Calum von Moger is, through his popularity, through his own marketing efforts, he's taking the whole bodybuilding industry down the way of, you know, the golden era of bodybuilding. He's bringing aesthetic back into pro bodybuilding. And I think, you know, I'm just going to talk about this for another, you know, minute or so, but I think that aesthetics has really been brought back by guys like Ziz, Jeff Side. As much as I don't want to talk about Jeff Side, I kind of have to. Jeff, please go. Right. But, you know, guys like that, guys like Frank Yang, you know, even people like Chris Jones, you know, they're bringing aesthetics back, and I like that because the average person cannot get to that pro level without the use of, not even just use, but abuse of anabolic steroids. And I like to see, you know, at least a more natural looking physique in these sort of high levels of competition in the bodybuilding world. Now, does that mean that I like bodybuilding as a performing art or sport? No. I don't think I'd ever get on a stage and do that, but, you know, at least Calum's bringing things back to, I think, a normal rate, and I respect him for that. And I actually admire his physique. He's no homo, but he's quite good looking. But over the weekend, he and his friend on Instagram made a video in which they, two of them, maybe I'll throw a picture up or something. They tried to perform a 400-pound barbell curl with both of them carrying the weight. And if that doesn't just sound like asking for trouble, I will tell you that it is. Barbell curls are not meant to be done, you know, with something that most people can't squat. And even if you are very strong, any weight that's, you know, I'd say in excess of 300 pounds, unless you've got some crazy genetics, is, you know, trying to curl that is asking for a bicep tear. And again, if you're strict curling it, it's not a problem, but again, they kind of had a bit of a swing off the floor. And when your bicep, you know, any muscle is in a contraction in which it is bearing a load more than it can even possibly be able to bear, it is very likely that you will get a bicep tear from it, or any kind of, you know, muscular injury from it. It's good that he popped his bicep, because if he didn't, he would kind of be showing his younger fans, hey, look what I can do, you know, it's okay to do this, you know, he'd have that little disclaimer, don't try this at home, kids, but, you know, he would just be like, oh, right? So, what I want to pretty much, you know, talk about here is that, you know, it's kind of just a stupid stunt that he did, and I think the more that people do that stuff and actually get away with it, you know, because Cal, he popped his bicep on camera, all right, everybody knows, okay, you fucked up, all right, that's one step too far, I'm never doing that. But if he didn't, right, and the more people who don't actually get injuries on camera, or at least don't physically show the fact that they do, you know, it sets a precedent for young guys in the gym to be like, hey, oh, you know, this is a smart thing to do, I'm gonna go and do it, or try it with a friend. And even if me and one of my friends, we tried to do like a, I don't know, 275-pound version of what they did, one of us would probably pop our biceps, okay? I can do curls with, I mean, pretty, like, strict, I can do them with 50-pound dumbbells, right? So that's probably translating into a 100-pound barbell curl, around there anyway, right? 275, like, what happens, right, if my partner starts to give out a little bit, and I bear the entire load of it, but I'm already at the top of the concentric part of the movement. I don't know if my biceps are going to be able to take the load, control it on the way down. I really don't. Because at that point, you know, I would have curled half of 275, but if my partner, you know, gives out on me or something, I have the whole 275 in my hands. My biceps are the only thing contracting, other than maybe my back, right? But that's kind of the general gist of what happened this weekend, and I don't know, I have to say that I'm a little bit disappointed in Calum for doing that, because he is bringing the sport of bodybuilding to a better place than it has been for a long time. And you know, I think that the younger generations that are looking at him, you know, they actually have something to look forward to. They have somebody, you know, legit to look up to, basically. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame that that happened on the weekend. I'm glad that he clearly, you know, told everybody that, hey, I popped my bicep. And apparently, according to him, it may be a stage 2 tear or something like that. You didn't see the bicep tear right off the bone, by the way. It was just kind of like, oh, that hurt. And I think he's lucky that that didn't happen, because he's acting too, on top of that. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you liked the video. Please leave a comment. Leave a like. I'm waiting. And subscribe. And join the Soy Boy Patrol. I'm out. Peace.